After a wonderful introduction to Colombia in the capital city of Bogota, we're heading up north to Medellin. Now, people from Medellin are proud of their Paisa culture and heritage and are well known for their entrepreneurial spirit, hospitality, and their beautiful metro system. Back home in Boston, I teach English to adults part-time, and a number of my students from Colombia are from Medellin. For all these reasons and more, we were excited to explore this unique part of Colombia. So another day, another beautiful park in Colombia. This time we are in Medellin, and we went up north from Bogota, but we dropped about 4,000 feet in elevation, and at least for me, it's actually pretty noticeable. So one of my favorite things to do when I'm traveling in a new city is go check out the grocery store. I find it infinitely fascinating to walk around and see what types of foods are on offer at the local grocery stores. Plus, you can pack up a few things, throw it in a bag, and then come to a beautiful park like this one in Medellin and enjoy the views while you have some empanadas or some apples, whatever you want. How's your apple? What are we doing here?
We're having lunch, we're having a little picnic. I got a little charcuterie, a little cheese, a little chorizo, a little jamon. Very good.
She's practicing her Spanish. She listened to a few podcasts on the way from Bogota to Medellin. So that's great. We're both learning a little bit and trying as much Spanish as we can.
How do you say apples in Spanish? En español.
¿Cómo se dice apple en español? No sé. But it's a good way to just get out in the open, get out in the green spaces of whatever city, and have a nice little meal. It also saves a lot of money. It's very cheap to just go to the grocery store and put together a little picnic for yourself. So try it out wherever you are.
John, how many empanadas did you just eat?
How many empanadas did I just eat? Uno, dos, tres, three. I had 3 empanadas. I'm not ashamed of that. The empanadas here are fantastic. Wherever you get them, on the street, in a grocery store, wherever, they're great. When you're in Medellin, make sure to get on a walking tour with Real City Tours. This particular tour came highly recommended by my good Aussie friend Desmond, and it didn't disappoint. Our guide gave us great history on Medellin's beginnings as the manufacturing hub of Colombia, its darker days in the 80s and 90s when a certain infamous drug lord was terrorizing the city, and one of the most remarkable transformations you'll see anywhere in the world since. Emerging from the aforementioned darker days, Medellin over the last 2 decades has become a vibrant center for innovation, world-class art and coffee, and one of the fastest growing economies on the continent. Walking around the city, it's easy to tell how much its residents take pride in their entrepreneurship, unique architecture, and their public art installations that all give this city a great community vibe. As you can see, Medellin is a city that takes pride in its art. After some of the issues that they had in the 90s and the 2000s, they really wanted to develop the city, make it beautiful, and really highlight a lot of the artwork. So some of the spaces that you're seeing here were some of the most difficult parts of the city as far as crime is concerned. And now you can see they've turned some of these buildings that were notorious for crime into really beautiful spaces that house their government and a lot of artistic pursuits of the citizens of Medellin. Here in his hometown, Fernando Botero has his own plaza, which truly is a feast for the eyes. Here you can find his beloved depictions of nude men and women, cats, and even an oversized baby head. So, walk around and enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful outdoor gallery, all for free. All right, Aaron, we're in the center of Medellin. What are you gonna buy right now?
Buñuelo.
Buñuelo?
Deep fried cheese ball.
Deep fried cheese ball. All right, make it happen. All right, give it a try. Now that we've gotten a bite to eat, it's time to check out one of Medellin's claims to fame. I'm admittedly a bit of a public transportation geek, if that's even a thing, but Medellin's metro system is continent renowned. Opening in 1995, Medellin boasts the only metro in Colombia. And speaking to locals about it, they take great pride in this distinction, and you can tell as the metro itself and its stations are sparkling clean at all times, and they run incredibly efficiently. Those of you who have seen our Bogota video know that Colombians love a cable car. In my humble opinion, however, Medellin's cable cars are even cooler and more enjoyable than Bogota's. While the ride up to Monserrate in Bogota is short and sweet on one route, Medellin's features multiple routes. There is a series of cable cars moving up to the west of the city which go over Comuna 13 or Comuna 13, formerly known as statistically the most dangerous neighborhood in the world over 20 years ago. But we took the cable cars moving up to the east that go all the way to Parque Arvi, which is an ecological nature reserve. Cable car takes about 30 minutes to get up to Parque Arvi, and a round-trip ticket costs less than $3. It's genuinely shocking how quickly the landscape below you shifts from urban sprawl to the woodland stretching over the Andes as far as the eye can see. Both the metro and the cable cars in Medellin are important symbols of the city's pursuit of economic equality, as when opened, they connected the lower income and the wealthier parts of the city directly for the first time. So we made it. We are on top of the hill now, Parque Arvi, and it's amazing once you get up here, the change in temperature, the change in smell. It just feels crisp and clean, and you know, much like the rest of the city, it's very beautiful up here. And they've done a really nice job of putting together these little, I guess it kind of tells the story of this place and lets you know sort of the flora and the fauna that exists up here. And just a really cool learning experience. They have a little market, a little mercado, and you can buy some nice snacks and also little handmade gifts, and it really just does a nice job of, you know, demonstrating what this national park is all about and what it means to the Colombian people. And if you have a good grasp of Spanish, then you can understand it by reading those little boards over there. We'll have to take photos of those and do a little translation later and learn a little more about the park ourselves. But either way, it's well worth a trip up here. The gondola ride, a lot of fun. Get to see a really cool perspective of the city. And then once you get up here, it's just you and some nature. And Colombian nature at that. A lot of beauty in this country to behold, and a lot of beauty in the people that come to visit it. Now, before we end this video, it's important that we sample a local favorite, an alcohol that literally translates as fiery water. Aaron?
Welcome to beautiful Medellin. We are here amongst the beautiful mountains, and we're about to have a very authentic Colombian experience with our liquor that comes in a juice box. John, what is this called? Aguardiente?
Aguardiente, sí.
Sí, and it's supposed to taste like licorice, which sounds lovely. Okay, I'm gonna try it out here. Don't really want to do this. Salud. Colombia. Liquor and juice boxes.
Thanks so much for checking out our Colombia videos, the first travel videos I've ever made. If you like these, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, as we've got great trips coming up, including our next stop in Oslo, Norway. That's the answer we were looking for. Oh yeah.